Hello! So today is the 22nd of May and basically I haven't filmed anything since my Disney World haul video, and considering the number of vlogs that I've got to go up, I'm not actually going to have another video that I need to film for a little while, I think. So I thought what I might do for a bit of a change is do a little bit of an extended trip announcement video. So my other half and I had been talking about going away later in the year. Obviously he's got loads of holidays to take from work because he hasn't had nearly 2 weeks in Orlando like I did. And so yesterday we spent some time looking at potential locations, and we think we have settled on the Dominican Republic, which is pretty cool because I was thinking about the Caribbean anyway. We think we're going to be going in September or possibly the end of August, but we haven't actually decided anything for certain yet. We're not even certain about the location. We may well do Jamaica, but Jamaica looks like it's a little bit more expensive, and the Dominican Republic looks great anyway. So I just thought that I would do a video kind of over a period of time just to keep you updated as to kind of what's happening, what we're planning, anything that I buy. So I'm very much looking forward to planning this upcoming Caribbean holiday, and I'll tell you a bit more about it as we get it booked. Just a quick update, and I'm bright in the sun at the moment. It's the 25th of May and my partner and I have both had our annual leave approved from work. So got the time off and now we've just got to settle on a hotel. This weekend coming is the late May bank holiday weekend, so we've got a 3-day weekend. So I'm hoping that we'll get the chance to have a look at some of the hotels in a bit more detail and decide where it is that we're going to stay. Hello! Today is Thursday the 1st of June and I have some developments for you. I'm just about to sit down and start editing the 8th or 7th video of the Disney vlog series, and I realised I hadn't given you an update on the next trip. So I think the last thing you probably heard was that we were thinking about going to the Dominican Republic, but at the weekend, which was the bank holiday weekend, my partner and I sat down and started looking at which hotel we'd want to stay in and looking at the TripAdvisor reviews, and basically there were some really terrible reviews on basically every hotel. So essentially we both got cold feet. So we were looking at other destinations and we have actually booked something now. So we are instead going to Mexico. We're going to the Riviera Maya and we're staying in a hotel called, I always get this wrong, so it's Bahia Principe Luxury Cyan Khan, I think. I think it's adults only and it's part of the Bahia group, so there's like 3 hotels all in close vicinity to each other and you can use the restaurants and the pools and stuff, all of them. When we booked it on Monday it was 95 days to go, so I guess we're now on 91 days to go. And it doesn't quite feel real. I feel like I've also got so much booked in before then. I'm actually going down to London for a few days in a couple of weeks, and then I've got various theatre shows. I'm going to Birmingham to see Winnie the Pooh the musical coming up soon. So I'm kind of not in holiday planning mode at the moment, but that's a good thing because I get really obsessive, so the later I leave it, the better. It's a package holiday booked with TUI, and we're actually flying with TUI as well. I am not particularly looking forward to that because our last flight with TUI was horrendous, frankly. The only good part of it is that we were so badly delayed that we actually got half the cost of the holiday back. So we'll see, but I am super excited to stay at this hotel, and we've actually booked a slight upgrade, so we're going to have a jacuzzi outside, which is very exciting. So I will keep you updated with the planning as we go along. Hello, it was raining earlier and now I have this random little curl poking out and I can't get it to sit flat. So today is Monday the 10th of July and the holiday is still a little way away, but recently I've been looking into the excursions that we could look to do. So I thought I would have a chat to you about that because I've got a few on my shortlist. I should probably start off by saying that I've been chatting to a lady that I work with who has been to Mexico a few times, and she gave me some, well, they sound like really good recommendations. In general, I've kind of been looking at excursions booked through TUI. So we've done TUI excursions before when we went to Thailand, and they have got so many in Mexico, it's crazy. What I would say about TUI excursions though is that the app is not as good as the actual website. I can't remember if there's all the details on the mobile website, but the desktop website definitely has so much more information than you can get on the app. So if you're looking at excursions, regardless of where you're going, if you're looking to go with TUI, then I would highly recommend not using the app because there's just not very much information on there. So what I did is I went through the desktop website and then I shortlisted them on my phone. So I've got 8 activities in my shortlist at the moment, and I'm just going to go through them briefly with you. I haven't spoken to my other half about this, so he may well not want to do anything, and also they are very expensive, and I know I've only got Thailand to compare that to, and Thailand as a country is just really cheap, so that is probably a factor as well. So we're definitely not going to be doing all of these because they're just so expensive. So the first one I've got is Cozumel Sea Safari with snorkeling. So this says you'll cruise around some of the top sites for snorkeling around Cozumel Island in search of exotic marine life and colourful coral. I just thought it'd be nice to do something on Cozumel because it's so close. So we'll see about that one. And then the next one that I've got is the Sian Khan Safari Tour and Boat Trip, which is to the Sian Khan Biosphere Reserve. So this says you'll travel by safari vehicle and by boat along mangroves to see wildlife up close, snorkel and swim in natural pools, and find peace and tranquility on beaches that stretch as far as the eye can see. A lot of the excursions do seem to be based around snorkeling or swimming in cenotes, which are like caves, I guess. So you'll see that that's a theme as we go through. I've got a Chichen Itza excursion on my list. I don't know if we're going to end up doing it or not. It's like 2.5 hours away from the Riviera Maya, and obviously that's there and back, and I don't know if I want to be sat on a minibus for 2 or 2.5 hours, but then I'm also like, well, I'm probably never going to get as close to Chichen Itza as that ever again unless we go to Cancun. So I'm going to have a chat with my other half and we'll make a decision at some point. I've then got something called Maya Secrets Private Tour, and I gather that that was to do with kind of like old Mayan traditions, and it takes place at night. It just sounded like it might be something a bit different and an interesting experience, so again, we'll see about that. And then the other ones I've got are snorkeling with turtles and a cenote swim. It just says in Riviera Maya, but you know, snorkeling with turtles, who's gonna say no? And then I've just got the tickets and transfers to Explore and Zelha, and then I've got another Cozumel Island tour. So like I said, that's just what I'm looking at the moment, but we shall see what we actually get up to while we're there. Hello. It is 29 or 30 days until we go to Mexico, and it's come out of nowhere. I've been so busy with work and with just life stuff that it kind of feels like it's just come out of nowhere. But I had a productive day last weekend, and I have now collected my pesos from Sainsbury's, and I am getting some vaccines next week from the doctor. I've put my pre-information in with TUI, who are providing the flight and also the package. I've bought some books. I'll show you which ones I've got. A colleague at work recently lent me A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas, which is the first book of a series of 5, I think, at the moment, and I absolutely loved it. So I bought myself the second one, which I'm probably going to start before we go, but look how big it is, it's massive. And then I'm also going to take the third one, A Court of Wings and Ruin, and this one is even bigger, so I doubt I'm going to get through both of those. But I am also going to take Her Husband's Mistake by Sheila O'Flanagan. I saw this, I can't remember where I got this from, but I bought it because it sounded good and it wasn't very expensive. I also knew I was going to run out of foundation, so I bought some of that today. I got some antibacterial wipes because mine have dried out. I have got to check that we've got enough sun cream because this summer in the UK has not been very good, so we haven't really needed sun cream because it hasn't been warm enough to wear clothes that expose you, and it hasn't really been sunny enough. It's been very tropical. It's been heavy rain and then immediate sunshine. I've said to everyone it's just like being in Disney again. I think this is going to be the last video that I do before we go, so I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I am going to be vlogging the trip. I don't know if I'm going to do like full-on vlogs, or I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do yet. I think I'm going to try and vlog it as much as I can. I'm also going to do a review of the hotel that we're staying in, which I think I mentioned earlier. It's the Bahia Principe Sian Khan, I think it's pronounced. It's adults only, and we are staying in a deluxe junior suite with a jacuzzi, I think it's called. It's the one that has the whirlpool bath in the garden because it wasn't that much more expensive, and we love a hot tub. Although it's not a hot tub, it's a bath. I'm also going to be reviewing the TUI long haul flight. I don't think I've ever flown long haul with them, certainly not as an adult. We flew with them when we went to Cyprus about 18 months ago, and I think that was 3 or 4 hours, but that was treated as short haul. So we shall see how that goes. And yeah, I can't believe that it's so close now. But thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see those videos when they come out, then make sure you click my face to subscribe. But in the meantime, I will put my playlist of all of my travel videos here. I've got videos from Thailand, I've got videos from Walt Disney World, and I've got a few other videos for different places I've travelled in the UK as well. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!